To store the logic, configuration, data, and documentation for your controller, you need to create a new RSLogix 5000 project. From the File menu, choose New. You can also create a new project file by clicking the New button on the standard toolbar. From the Type drop-down list, choose the type of controller you're going to use in the project. Depending on the type of controller you select, some of the options in the New Controller dialog box may be unavailable. From the Revision drop-down list, choose the major revision of the firmware. Important: the firmware revision you choose here must be compatible with the software version of this project and the actual hardware, or an error will occur when you try to download the project. To check the firmware revision of the controller, in the RSLinx Whoactive window, right-click the controller and select Device Properties. The current firmware revision is listed in the Revision text box. If you want to enable redundancy for this controller, select the Redundancy Enabled checkbox. If you choose a controller that does not support redundancy, this option is unavailable. In the Name text box, type a name for your controller project. When a project is first created, the project name is the same as the name given for the controller. If either the project file or the controller's name is changed, both names are shown in the RSLogix 5000 software title bar. Names in RSLogix 5000 software, including the controller project name, are not case-sensitive, but they must meet the following requirements. Begin with a letter or underscore, have up to 40 characters consisting of letters, numbers, or underscores, and have no consecutive or trailing underscores. In the description text box, type a description for your controller project. Use a project description to define the purpose or function of the project. Descriptions, which can use any printable character as well as carriage returns, tabs, and spaces, can include up to 128 characters. If the chassis type drop-down list is active, choose the type of chassis in which the controller resides. We're using a CompactLogix 5335E controller, which is not a chassis-based controller like many of the other controllers in the Logix 5000 family, so the chassis type selection is inactive. If the slot spin box is active, type or choose the slot number of the controller for which the project will be created. With the CompactLogix 5335E controller we are using, the slot selection is also inactive. RSLogix 5000 software stores project files in a default location. Sample project files are also available in the Projects directory. To store the file in a directory other than the default directory, in the Create in text box, type a new path. You can also click the Browse button and navigate to the drive and folder where you want to store your project file. When all the required information has been entered, click OK. The new project is created and saved as a .acd file, and the controller organizer is displayed. The title bar shows the name of the controller and, if different than the controller name, the name of the project. Now you are ready to begin creating tags, configuring I/O modules, and programming logic.